the night an emperor was killed in his sleep. Now let me take you inside the Byzantine palace, into dark corridors of stone lit by burning torches, where whispers echo through the night. This is not a story about a great battle. This is a story about a betrayal planned in a single night. Nikephoros Phocas was probably the last true warrior emperor of Byzantium. He had spent most of his youth on the battlefield. His victories against the Arabs turned him into a hero. The soldiers admired him. The army followed him without question. But the palace was very different from the battlefield. When he took the throne in 969, people were hopeful. But no one stopped to ask one important question. Was this great warrior also capable of ruling an empire? Nikephoros was deeply religious, strict, and uncompromising. He hated gold decorations. He saw banquets as meaningless. He cut palace expenses. The nobles were not happy. He was also seen as stingy. Taxes were raised. The people's patience slowly began to fade. Those who once loved him started to turn away. And yes, even his own wife felt this cold distance. Empress Theophano was young, beautiful, and ambitious. She knew what she wanted, and she was not the type to step back. But inside the palace, she was becoming isolated, ignored, pushed aside. And loneliness like that is dangerous. Nikephoros' greatest mistake was looking for enemies in the wrong place. His real enemy was not outside the empire, but inside his own family. Ioannis Tsimiskes, his cousin, a man he trusted like a brother, one of his most capable commanders. At first, Nikephoros gave him immense power. He trusted him. He promoted him. But over time, he noticed something. Tsimiskes was becoming too powerful. He grew jealous, uncomfortable with his popularity. And eventually, he stripped him of all authority and exiled him from the palace. That decision sealed the emperor's fate. Tsimiskes was exiled, but his connections inside the palace remained. He began secretly meeting with the emperor's wife, Theophano. At first, they talked. Then they shared anger. And anger turned into betrayal. Theophano knew the palace corridors better than anyone. The keys to the doors were in her hands. All that remained was choosing the right night. The night, it was December. Constantinople was cold and silent. While the palace slept, Theophano walked through the corridors by torchlight. The doors were opened. Tsimiskes and his men were led inside. The guards looked the other way. The order had come from above. Nikephoros was sleeping on the floor, as he always did. He had rejected luxury his entire life. When the assassins entered the room, he noticed nothing. He was in a deep sleep. When he finally woke up, it was already too late. Swords surrounded him. He was dragged across the floor. There was nowhere to escape. And the warrior emperor of Byzantium died inside his own palace, between cold stone walls. When the sun rose, the city was still asleep. But Byzantium now belonged to another emperor. Ioannis Tsimiskes took the throne and greeted the people. Empress Theophano, betrayed by the man she trusted most, was exiled just 2 days later. The alliance of betrayal did not last long. Inside the Byzantine palace, betrayal had won once again. Closing. This story shows us something very clear. Power brings loneliness, and loneliness brings blindness. And sometimes history is not changed by armies or wars, but by an ambitious woman and a silent key. If you liked the video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like the video.